Okay, Shalom, Kahalarim La Yahabashim Yashabashim Hakudash, double honors to greatness and apostles, and Thadi Shah for the strength and all to make this video. This is part 2 to the other video which I named the Chariots. No, the UFOs are chariots and the aliens are angels. You know, because these are, of course, worldly perceptions of things, which I want to say that it's not the accurate way of perceiving it, but there is truth to what they're saying. They're just labeling it in a different way. You know, Esau sees the chariots, the so-called UFOs, unidentified flying objects or UAPs, unidentified anomalous phenomena. You know, or he sees the angels as aliens, man. You know, that's what he calls them. Which, as I said, in fact, hold on. Let me even try to get that as well. Hold up. Alien etymology. Let's get it from here. See, it says here, strange or foreign. In the century 1300, it means strange. What alien means, it means strange or foreign. It says an alien, stranger, foreigner. You know, so that's the angels, you know, are here on earth as well, traveling between the heavens and here on earth. You know, they are strangers because, you know, heavenly beings coming to a foreign land, which is the earth. You know, just as we are, Yahushua did choose us out of the world. We are also aliens. We are also strangers when it comes to this world, man. That's why, you know, the world and us, it don't rhyme with our spirit, man. That's the thing. And that's why we're also told to use the world, but not be as those who abuse it anyways, man. You know, it's a tool really right now. Because at the end of the day, we will leave it. Right, let me continue this on yours as well. Bring out some more precepts as well.
Do you remember the article from like mid 2023, probably over a year ago now, where there was this thing about the face peeling aliens in South America?
No.
There was this tribe in South America that was coming out saying that there's ETs or alien beings that are peeling the faces off of people, and they're finding like dead bodies from their tribe in the jungle. And then like, I think a couple of mainstream news outlets did a piece on it, and they just said like to, you know, wave it away. They were like, but we sent a journalist down to investigate, and they said it was just all made up and wasn't true. So this other journalist, independent journalist, was like, hey, wait a minute, this is like a crazy story. Let me go down there and interview these people. And he goes down there and interviews like the whole tribe of like 100 plus people in this small little village in Peru. And they say for years now, these beings fly in on these hovercrafts dressed in black armor that are really huge. And they come down silently at night and they steal people from the village. And then we find them in the jungle, you know, days later with their faces peeled off.
That sounds like Esau's technology, man. You're telling me black armor with a flipping, what's it called? Let me rewind it again. You know, that sounds like Esau's technology.
Use like the whole tribe of like 100 plus people in this small little village in Peru. And they say for years.
Yeah, man, they're trying to make Jake over there bug out, man. You know, they're trying to make the northern tribe over there bug out. You know, flipping, showing them different things. Also, you know, let me let the video play as well.
Now, these beings fly in on these hovercrafts dressed in black.
It says hovercrafts right there.
Armor that are really huge. And they come down silently at night and they steal people from the village. And then we find them in the jungle, you know, days later with their faces peeled off. And so these guys, they have like shotguns and pistols, and they have every.
So I said it sounds like Esau's technology. I mean, I've already watched this, but obviously I'm rewatching it again, you know, as I'm making this video. You know, how can the Allahim, the real angels, when they come out the chariots, they don't need carnal weapons, man. This is Esau's doing. You know, he's just doing practice on the flipping northern tribes over there, trying to make them bug out by doing all means of wickedness there. Flipping peeling off faces. My gosh, man. Skinning them pretty much, if that's even the right term. But yeah, telling me there's hovercraft As I said, there's technology that Esau is hiding, man, that the world is yet to see. And he's going to use it to leverage the minds of people. Temptations, man. If it were possible, they would deceive the very elect, man.
Single night, they have men patrolling their village.
All those signs and wonders, man. The false signs and wonders. Hold on. But yeah, and that's the one based on Chariots. Let me see if I can get this one before I continue. Psalms 68 and 14. When the angels come, man, when Yahushua comes, it's going to be an abundance of them. An abundance. So this is Psalm 68 and 17. The chariots of the Most High Yahweh are 20,000, even thousands of angels. The Lord Yahushua is among them, as in Sinai in the holy place. So of course Yahushua is gonna come down and is going to bring the whole gang of chariots, man. You know, the whole of them. 20,000 and even thousands of angels. There's gonna be a whole load of chariots in that day.
Pulling their village now to keep these demon ET things away. And he interviewed a girl who got caught by one of them. And he shows the video on the redacted piece. It's crazy. This poor little 15-year-old girl was going out to her backyard at night to grab some fruit off her tree to make fruit juice at like 7 p.m. just after dark. She gets grabbed by two of these ET beings, and they pull her behind a little outhouse thing they had, and they start putting cream on her face, and she hears them talking in Spanish. And she calls one of the ETs the gringo because she said he had an American accent in Spanish. And then the other guy was clearly a Peruvian. He had a Peruvian accent. And they were saying, he was saying, don't put too much of the cream on her. It's going to burn her face off. We have to just put just enough to get it to peel right. And she's screaming and kicking, and they're covering her mouth. And she got her mouth free for 1 second and screamed at the top of her lungs. And the patrol guys heard and came running. And the gringo takes off, and the Peruvian grabs her by her hair and tries to drag her. And the gringo's like, no, let her go. We can't take her. They're going to catch up to us. And he's like, no, we can't leave her. She already has the stuff on her face. And so he's hovering up with his hoverboard, carrying her, and the guys show up and they start shooting at him. So he drops the girl and flies off, and she lived to tell the story. And so obviously these aren't extraterrestrials. They are CIA agents or some kind of dark, black ops organization that have crazy ET technology. These people said when we chased these black armored ET looking beings into the jungle, their shoes, their boots have these propulsion devices in them. They don't make any noise, but they just disappear from us. They just hop through the jungle and they're gone. We can't keep up with them. And they even float into the air, and then a hoverboard appears out of their shoes and they hover away. And they literally said, like the Green Goblin from Spider-Man. It looks just like that. And there's actually a video they captured as well of night vision of them shining their flashlights that they play on the redacted piece. And they're shooting at this alien thing in the dark, and you see the being.
Looks like one of those, what do they call them? I don't know if brothers got recommended this in their channels or wherever, where there's videos based on future technologies, and then you see like a hovercraft as a thumbnail. That's literally what I'm visualizing over here right now, man. And that thing right there, from the thickness of it, that hovercraft thickness, it looks as though it's one of Esau's technologies, man. Man's using some kind of propeller type hovercraft, But anyways, basic engineering. Well, I said basic engineering, but with engineering noise, of course, these things can be created, man. That's why I said it's part of Esau's technology. But it's a blurred image. This is what Jacob the Peru is perceiving right now. In fact, hold on. Yeah, this was 8th July 2024. So alright, it's pretty recent then. But yeah, that's the point right there. Esau's testing things out, man, with Jake over there, man, the Northern tribe. Let me see if I can get something as well. See if this one's the right one. I'm gonna read verse 8. Actually, hold on. It's Jeremiah 49:8. Flee ye, turn back, dwell deep, O inhabitants of the Don, which is where Edomites predominantly lived back in the day. For I will bring the calamity of Esau upon him, the time that I will visit him. If grape gatherers come to thee, would they not leave some gleaning grapes? If thieves by night, they will destroy till they have enough. But I have made Esau bare, I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not. So of course, there's secret places as well, where Esau Edom does his experiments and whatnot. Obviously developing the technology that are years ahead of what we got now. In order to, it's all part of his agenda. In order to really deceive people, and of course, like, as I said before, leverage their minds to follow his way. Yahweh Shem Yashai will expose all of that. It will be exposed. Kind of like the way the Russians exposed what's it called, man? There's a word, like the collection of images, which we refer to Israel being not so-called white man, but really so-called black. It's really brown skin, of a darker brown tone. That's another video. But yeah, the same way they got exposed there by the Russians. Russian icons. That's what they call them, Russian icons. And the same way they got exposed there, the same way they're going to get exposed to all these other technologies as well, man. With their true intentions. But all Drak Yahweh Shem Yashai's timing, man. At the end of the day, it's going to lead to his fall anyways.
And they're shooting at this alien thing in the dark, and you see the being in a green light kind of look, exactly as they described. So it's like clearly they're practicing these fake alien invasions on small villages in South America and stuff to see how it works, because they have to test everything out before they do it. And so what Greer's saying about this ET invasion, the staged invasion, seems more and more likely to happen. But remember when he said that they have direct energy weapons? Check out what Billy Carson had to say on this on the PBD podcast.
That's really the point. Let me try and forward it, see further.
It's kind of like being in a dark room. I could be in a pitch black room right now that's full of dust, and I wouldn't even know that I'm like breathing in all these dust particles. You shine one flashlight through that room, and all of a sudden, the entire light of that flashlight is illuminating dust particles floating everywhere. And I can see all the dust that's in the light. I can't see the dust that's not in the light, but the dust I can see is the dust that stays in the light. So in that way, like all this darkness we're seeing, we've talked about on today's episode, is like the dust in the dark room that we're breathing in without knowing it's even there.
Yeah, precisely, man. That's why, just a quick preset based on Israel. That's why Israel are groping in the darkness right now. Obviously, it's kind of off topic, but it's related to what he's saying. Because if we didn't have the knowledge we got right now, we'd be done. We'll be flipping groping in the darkness as well, which really means that to search for something in the dark, you use your hands to try and navigate. This is Deuteronomy 28:29, and thou shalt grope. This is one of the curses for Israel. Deuteronomy 28:29, and thou shalt grope at noonday, as the blind gropeth in darkness. And thou shalt not prosper in thy ways, and thou shalt be only oppressed and spoiled evermore, and no man shall save thee. So that's the point right there, Akim. So I'm going to close it out. Shalom, Kahaloim La Ya Bashim Shabashim Kodash. Double on screen with some apostles. And it's the bro Ratazara Chachalawaya. Shalom.